What is going on, everyone? BouseFeenux here with another brief overview of a dope game, and damn have I got a good one for you today. So put down your Doritos and pick up your wallets, because in this video, we're taking a look at an amazing little 2D action platformer called Seraph, out now on PC with a PS4 release planned for later this year. So strap in and let's get started. Alrighty, so I had like 4 other videos I wanted to do today, but this game came across my desk last night, and I've been having so much fun playing it that I dropped everything I had planned for today just to make this video. So, what's got me so hyped? What even is this game? Well, simply put, Seraph is a skill-based combat platformer that focuses on using gunplay, a wide array of awesome supernatural powers, and of course, amazingly fun acrobatics to progress through the game. But here's the kicker. There's no traditional aiming in Seraph. You can select specific targets to shoot at if you want, but for the most part, every shot you fire is auto-aimed. This doesn't sound very challenging on paper, but after putting a few hours of playtime on this game, I can tell you that mastering your platforming and acrobatic skills to evade enemies, as well as managing your spell cooldowns, provides to be more than enough of a challenge. In addition to this, you'll find that Seraph has some light roguelike mechanics, wherein if you die at any point in the campaign, you'll have to start from the beginning if you lose all of your lives. This can be avoided, however, if you're savvy enough to find the hidden checkpoints that allow you to continue your game. This may seem like a strange gameplay mechanic, but it makes a lot of sense when you realize that Seraph is designed to be replayable. The levels are all randomly generated, and there's a very robust, if a bit grindy, progression and crafting system wherein you'll level up weapons, acquire skills, gain new spells, and so on. Moreover, Seraph also has a dynamic difficulty scaling, which you can see at all times in the bottom left of the screen. It works by increasing the difficulty of the game in real time depending on how well you're doing. Play really well and the game gets harder, but you'll also receive better rewards. If you've ever played Lords of the Fallen or Left 4 Dead, this sort of mechanic won't be totally alien to you. The story in Seraph is pretty simple, but it's enough to keep things moving along and give the player a sense of purpose. Essentially, you're a badass angelic deity or something trapped inside of a mortal's body, and you've been imprisoned on some sort of ship in the Indian Ocean. One day, you decide that captivity isn't very fun anymore, and you decide to bust out, but there's a problem. The ship has been overrun with daemons. Yes, daemons, like Matt Damon, not demons, and you've got to figure out why, all while trying to escape and keep your mortal host's body safe in the process. There are some weird religious overtones, and honestly I don't find the main character very likable personally, but none of this detracts from the gameplay at all in any way. Moving on though, I've already touched a little bit on the combat, but I wanted to take a second and say that so far, it's been a lot of fun. I'm really digging the focus on evasion rather than aiming, and the different powers and weapons you get feel really fun to use. The animations and really just the graphics overall in this game are extremely well polished in my opinion. The acrobatic maneuvers and enemy movement mechanics look super cool and fluid, which isn't something you always get in a 2D game, and I found it to be really refreshing. But Bass, this game can't be perfect, right? There's gotta be something wrong with it. Well, you're right. There are negatives to Seraph, as there are with anything. For starters, the RNG can be exceedingly brutal. Enemies can spawn in clusters in weird areas that make it difficult to clear them out unless you have a specific setup, which can be really frustrating. Additionally, there's a wall climb mechanic that gets really annoying because when you approach a wall, you'll automatically stick to it, and it kind of kills any sort of movement flow you have, which in some situations can be pretty deadly to your character. Also, there are very specific combat fundamentals that some enemies just don't seem to care about. For example, you're supposed to be able to evade or dodge just about anything that's thrown at you if you're skilled enough, but I've run into a particular enemy that just locks onto you and can hit you pretty much no matter what you do. Lastly, this game is strangely grindy because new spells and guns have to be crafted and leveled up with rare resources, and you can end up in a position where you'll just have to start the game over due to ending up in an area where your character just doesn't have the raw stats to progress. And although I know some of these negatives seem pretty game-breaking, but honestly, the game is so damn fun that it really doesn't matter to me. You might be different though, and it's all a matter of perspective. The last thing I wanted to mention about Seraph real quick is the different modes available. There's a hard mode type deal where the scalable difficulty starts insanely high for increased challenge. There's a speedrun mode that puts a timer on your HUD and disables dialogue and cutscenes, and there's also Twitch integration, where the game lets Twitch viewers choose positive or negative modifiers for each level. I'm actually really interested in trying that last part out, so let me know what you guys think about that. But overall, guys, I'm really excited about this game, and for 12 bucks on Steam, I don't really think you can beat it, especially if you love fluid gameplay, platforming, and challenge with a little bit of grind mixed in. My one suggestion is to play this with a controller if you've got one laying around, as I found that to be the most comfortable control scheme. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me today, folks, as we take a look at Seraph by Dreadbit. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like down below and a comment with your thoughts on this game. Additionally, don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content if you're new here. I hear that Zoe Burger is planning on releasing nudes at 1 million subs, and I'm prepared to make you guys the same deal, so let's make it happen. Until next time, though, I'm BouseFeenux. I'll see you at the next video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.